Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Seun vs Society, and today's topic is exam results. Now this one is really kind of controversial, to be honest, to say the least, in the sense that, well, at least for me, it will be controversial because I know that's some people are gonna have different opinions to mine on this and blah 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 blah. But this is Seun vs Society, where I can talk about my opinion. It's not Jack versus Society or Tom versus Society or Amanda and Harry versus Society now, is it? Huh? Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't really have that many friends that have those names. Anyway, exam results. The anticipated day in which it can either make or break your heart. Literally, it could either do one of those things. Now, today, as of recording this, which is the 22nd of August, which is when you get your exam results. Yeah, I know I'm an idiot, I should record my episodes earlier, but either way, loads of people have been kind of skeptical about it. I mean, you do have the people that are ecstatic because they got like amazing grades. I've seen loads of people, well not loads, but I've seen some people with all A stars and, you know, just A star, 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 break it down, A star, 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 A star. I mean, I've seen a long range of grades, as in, you know, the top all A stars, then there's the A's and A stars and B's, and then you have the B's and A's and C's, then you have the B's and C's and D's, and then you have D's and blah 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 blah. But with me personally, I just want to say that if you compare your grades to someone else, you have already begun your downfall. Even though I compared my grades to someone else's, and I'm not exactly proud of doing it today, but comparing your grades to another's just makes you feel like, oh man, like, why didn't I get that grade that so and so was done? At the same time, you need to remember, you are not that person. You are your own person, so you worry about your own grade and filter everything around you because your focus and your priority should be yourself, not on their grades. So for those that did compare their grades to someone else, don't feel like either bad for yourself or bad for them, depending on whichever grades that you looked at. At the same time, you need to just remember to focus on yourself. And if you feel that you got poor grades, okay, now you know what grades you got, you know what area that you need to work on, go work on it. It's as simple as that. But if you've gotten higher grades than someone else, don't rub it in their faces. Please do not. That's one thing that really irritates me. Like, my friend Rakin, who I talked about in the earlier episode, the guy that shoots some videos, you probably see footage if not over, he got like A's and B's and whatnot. And I'm saying that publicly because I know that he's proud of himself, and I know he wants to scream it to the world that he got those grades. Considering Rakin got those grades, and let's compare it to, I don't know, let's make up someone called Jack or something. Any Jacks out there, I'm sorry to use your name, but it was the first thing that came to my head. Rakin could have higher grades than Jack. Alright, cool. At the same time, you need to remember, what if Rakin worked harder to get his grades than Jack did? What if Rakin spent like hours after school revising or something, or going to tuition sessions every week for the entire school year? There's little things like that that will get his grade to be higher. But then if Jack was just, I don't know, just casually chilling around, going out every single night, school night, always turned up late to lessons, always did this, always did that. The two people are different, so you can't feel bad for yourself if you know what you could have done to reach that grade, but instead you expect to reach that grade and just, you know, chill out and whatnot. Like, I know there are a few people on the world that can do that because they have the mental ability and whatnot, but notice, I said few, I didn't say the majority. So don't think that you can just, you know, take the lazy route and just chill out there like, exam tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna turn up 5 minutes late and like, you know, nah, I didn't revise. I haven't revised in years, fam. What are you talking about? What, you think I got all those A stars from revision? Are you stupid? You can't be that guy if you don't have the mental ability. If you want something like an A star, notice I say something because different people have different goals. Like, you could aim for a B and you want a B. Alright, cool, go for a B. You want an A, you want an A star, whatever. So if you want whichever your goal is, make sure you work for it. Work. And no, I'm not talking about my wife Iggy Azalea, although she does need to call me sometime because it's been a while. Work, ain't not much. And even if you do get, just a decent grade, which you may consider underachieving, remember that school itself takes place in stages. So you have GCSEs and you go to A level and then uni, blah blah blah. I can't remember because I'm still only 15 and I know, shut up. So you looking at it like, oh my god, no, I'm not gonna be able to get into college with this. Oh my god, no, oh my god, no. Think about the stages itself. Think about what you need to do to get from point A to point B. Alright, cool. Point B to point C. Instead of looking at it from point A to point C. You're skipping stones, and I'm not talking about Stevie. Doing that will only lead you to overthinking and pressuring yourself and worrying so much. Like, oh my god, no, I need to do this. At the same time, I think it would be good for you, in which it will allow you to realize what you need to do, and it will make you focus on what you need to do. However, I'm hoping that the mind state that you were in, where you realize what you needed to do, I hope that's used as a memory in terms of for when you are actually studying and whatnot, so you don't repeat you being like, oh my god, no, I got C in my exam. What I've noticed, however, is that with parents, when it comes to exams and their results and whatnot, some are lenient, some are not. For example, I could talk about my exam results, but I'd rather not because there's a story behind it and it's really long, it's personal, so don't ask me to say unless I get permission. But either way, I could talk about mine, but I know that when I told my mum about my exam results, she was lenient about it. She was cool with it. See, with my mom, she's more lenient, so she'd be able to understand why I'd get this result or why I'd be around this grade or so given a specific period of time. However, others aren't that lenient. So there will be the parents that are quick to react to your grade in a negative manner. You're not getting an A star, huh? There are those parents. They do exist. The only reason why those parents do what they do when it comes to exam results like that is because they want to sculpt you into A star a student or B grade student or whatever the grade that they're angry at you not getting. Like, they want to sculpt you into that, and they feel that punishment in the form of violence would be a way to remind you of what happens when you don't get said grade. So it's a confusing method. I personally never really found it, helpful, because you can constantly beat a D grade student. Alright, yeah, cool, you can hit them, you can slap them, blah blah blah. Slapping them hard enough will not just magically make them an A star student. It requires much more than that. That's a family thing. It requires nurturing around them, requires a reschedule of what they do, requires more revision time. It doesn't require you just beating them. That never really made no sense to me. But moving along swiftly, also I wanted to say that those that are worried in terms of how their results are going to affect their future, just know that you can reach whatever your future is as long as you work for it. Like, loads of people have said, yeah, exam results, they won't affect my future that much. Because they don't forget, they still do kind of play a part. At the same time, you're going to have to work for your future. And don't think that you can become, a surgeon or a doctor or a nurse or a solicitor or social worker lawyer, whatever. Don't think you can become one of those just by doing your exam in an exam board with how many other students you are in a hall. Like, it's a lot more work than that. That's why I'm looking at, like, you know, you may not have gotten the grades that you wanted, however, you can still work towards your future. You know what I'm saying? Either way, everything is going to be okay as long as you work. Working on my shit like this work. It's been another episode of Shamba Society. Everyone calm down about your results. Jeez, relax. I mean, I can understand, but I mean, God, you're getting high blood pressure over a little piece of paper that is meant to determine your future. Like, come on, relax. Either way, I'll catch you guys 2 weeks Friday. See, I'm getting into the hang of things that I need. It's been another episode of Shamba Society. I'm weird, I know, I get a lot, and I'm gonna go now, so bye.